leadership is all about serving, you know. Yes, you must find solutions, you must be at the forefront of everything, but at the end of the day, you must be willing to serve. First and foremost, it's all about serving the people that you're leading. Be willing to listen, be open to ideas. And when a problem arises, like Ntsaki said, find the solution. But always remember to be grounded and serve the people that you're leading, because you are not a leader without them. So remember, you're leading people, you're not leading yourself, and you're not pushing your own agenda.
Now I see how you got the stash. And Nthabiseng, I saw how your reaction was when we talked about serving. And I know that serving, particularly in the kingdom of God, is a big part of your life. So I just want you to run us through a bit of your journey from the time you decided to just cut your hair and say, you know what, I'm gonna start wearing a zook. I'm gonna start wearing modest. What's good, everybody? It's a girl from Akola, and I'm back. And I'm always better when I come back, baby. Okay, let me stop being weird because I'm surrounded by I can say man, like I'm TV, but I'm not gonna introduce these ladies. And before we start, this is a special edition because you're a special. This is all to my ladies, the bus babes, the God's princesses, the entrepreneurs, the money makers. This is for you all. I'm gonna hand it over. I don't know which order they will go. Mara. Naki Kenyaga order A.
Wow. Thank you for throwing me under the bus. But okay. Hi everybody. I am Makgato Kegoratile. I am currently Miss Youth Polokwane 2026 Queen. I'm a debate coach, a public speaker, and I'm just a girl at the end of the day.
Proper girls.
Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Nthabiseng, and I'm just a princess of the kingdom of God.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hi everybody, my name is Ntsaki and I am the CEO, founder, head designer of Provex, formerly known as Crochet. We just, and I specialize with bags, mingati, crochet, anything, fashion. Just hit me up, ne?
Whatever you want.
But welcome, ladies, to the podcast. It's so wonderful to have you here. I was looking forward to the day. Without have been surrounded by me. Oh. No shade to you. I love you. Anyway, let's jump right into it. I'm gonna start with Ntsaki.
Yeah.
Rihanna, as in like.
I want to age.
Rihanna. Okay, I'm gonna start with you, right? Since you said that you are a founder and a COO. CEO. Aonyake COO.
I'm not sure. The
Garaure aonyake o eda CEO, Chief Operating.
It's only still 1 month old per the business.
Available for employment.
Yeah, you can choose either of us. Yeah, but okay. My question to you is: what does leadership look like to you, especially as a young Black woman? Let's not forget the Black. Okay, as a young Black woman in South Africa, what does leadership look like to you?
To me, leadership is, right now, if someone enters a room, it shouldn't always be about a person that instructs you, a person that tells you what to do this, do that. No, to me, it's having that confidence. When you walk into the room, we should be able to see what's, hi man, this one has some leadership in them. You understand? Like, it shouldn't always be, even if you're silent, it shouldn't even be about the things that you're wearing per se. Even when you start to speak, you must speak things that make sense. You understand? You must command the room. So that is leadership to me. And being able to battle things out, like being able to figure things out, even if you think there is no solution. You understand? You must be able to solve problems. Yeah, I think that is how I would define leadership to me.
Great.
I think I'll have to start being a problem solver because but anyway, I'd also like to hear from you what leadership looks like.
Well, from my side, if I were to add on what Ntsaki said, sorry, I believe that leadership is all about survey. You know, yes, you must find solutions, you must be at the forefront of everything, but at the end of the day, you must be willing to serve. First and foremost, it's all about serving the people that you're leading. Be willing to listen, be open to ideas. And when a problem arises, like Ntsaki said, find a solution. But always remember to be grounded and serve the people that you're leading, because you are not a leader without them. So remember, you're leading people, you're not leading yourself, and you're not pushing your own agenda.
Now I see how you got the stash. And Nthabiseng, I saw how your reaction was when they talked about serving. And I know that serving, particularly in the kingdom of God, is a big part of your life. So I just want you to run us through a bit of your journey from the time you decided to just cut your hair and say, you know what, I'm gonna start wearing a zook, I'm gonna start wearing modestly. And just a glimpse of that, because that is one part of your life, especially through content creation, that I have followed for a long time, and I've loved to see that side of you. So just
Okay, first of all, I'm not well spoken, by the way. So,
just try to project.
yeah,
So,
okay.
yeah.
So, by the way, that bad thing, guys, it was a mistake. And then I started machine, and then I was like, okay, I just want a short hair, because like, I just want to feel relieved and all that, because I was going through a lot. And I was like, let me just cut my hair, just keep it short. Yeah.
Impulsive thoughts go on. Hey,
And then it's
And then it was like, no, it's chai. Let me just continue doing whatever that I was doing. And then I went wild. It wasn't intentional. So yeah, from that point, I haven't really served anywhere actually. I'm still in isolation actually. God is still building me in isolation right now. It's now that I'm stepping out. Like I just found a church recently.
That's nice.
Yeah, and so the reason why I was like, it's because the greatest leader, Jesus Christ himself, he served people.
Yes.
So if I'm gonna call myself a leader, then I have to live just as Christ did. He served his disciples, and he was a problem solver. Always people depended on him and all that. So yeah, everything that was being said here was like, okay. So what works best when it comes to leadership is influence, not authority. You must not be a dictator. You must lead by just influencing people. You don't call people to you. I'm gonna include Christ again.
Include him.
Exactly. If you check the way that he lived, he wasn't like forcing people to follow him. People were just attracted to him because of the things that he was doing and just who he was and the kingdom he was representing. They just knew that there's something about this man that we don't understand. You see? So just as she said, there's something about you that should attract these people. You don't have to shout, you don't have to do anything, but just having influence, people will follow you, and then that's how you become a leader. So yeah.
I very much
Amen
agree.
to that.
Man, I mean, if I were to ask a question back to you, Nthabi, would you consider you being here on this platform as part of you serving, and as much as you're still being built up in solitude?
Yeah, I think so. I'm still saying it right now.
I think it's right to say it's serving, because you, as much as we have viewers that have different opinions and all of that, but I believe by the end of this podcast someone would have a different perspective about who Christ is and the type of relationship that they can build with Jesus. Hallelujah. Moving forward, I want to ask you ladies, I don't know who'll answer first or anything, but why do you think it's important for women to occupy leadership spaces?
Okay.
Can I start first?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna give an example of Afghanistan. You see how it is, like women don't have rights actually. They've taken away their rights and all of that. They don't go to school, they don't go to hospitals, they don't go to any of that like by themselves. They don't go to shops or anything. The man has to literally go out there and then just buy those things for them at this point currently. So like if a girl had to go out, then they have to cut her hair, and then she connect like she's a boy and all that. So yeah. So also when you check the current state of that country, it's a failed country. And then when you go back to how it used to be, it was fine when women had all those rights because there were other jobs that they were occupying and all that. So right now its economy is falling and stuff, simply because like the workforce it reaches, you understand? So yeah. I would love to say that what was the question again?
Why is it important for women to be in leadership spaces?
Okay, so like women in leadership spaces, actually let me just say equality itself in leadership and whatever, it increase our cooperation, because like when men are just here and whatever, and then there's like a woman here, we increase that collaboration and stuff. And also if you check a household that has both parents as well, it has also been proven that the children tend to be better. Let me just say better. I don't find the word, but better. You see, I told you that I'm not well spoken.
We hear what you're saying.
As long as you get my point.
No, we understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So my point is, in each and every household or in leadership, in business, whatever, there has to be a balance between the two genders, simply because they need each other. There are things that men can do that women cannot do, and things that a woman can do and a man cannot do. That is why also in the Bible they said that it's not good for a man to be alone. I should give him a helper. Remember, I'm a helper, not someone who's gonna do all of these things, you see,
but someone who's gonna make it easier.
Washing clothes, blah blah blah. That's not what a helper means. If I'm a helper, it means that there's something that you're doing that I have to help you with. So if you have a business, I have to help you with that business. If you have a household, already you're doing those chores, I'm helping you with them. So yeah, I think that they have to occupy those spaces as well, because it increases success in the whatever area.
Wait, can I please ask you? I hear you're talking about how there's a helper. Then, in that sense, doesn't that mean that the male is the leader and the woman is helping out?
He is the leader.
He is the leader.
Remember, in marriage, I'm gonna be mumbled. in marriage, it's you. Before it's God, it's you, it's your wife, it's your children, then the rest of your family. It's like, look at it as the human body. The husband is the head and the wife is the neck. So you can't move your neck without the head. You can't move your head without the neck. Exactly. So it's like you'll just be there like. So the wife is supposed to help you. If you wanna go right, your wife is supposed to help you go right. Say, this is the way that you should go. This is the way that you should do it. Like, advice here and there.
Okay. For me, I might have a different view to this.
I think
Slightly though, but in as much as they're saying there needs to be a balance, sure, but I believe that women occupying leadership positions is to rectify the injustices of the past. I think if you look at back at the early 1900s, where the first wave of feminism, the movement that spoke up for women to gain independent rights, started. It was to rectify having to be fully dependent on a man. That's why I say I might beg to differ to the views that both of you share. Women being in leadership positions is to show the girl child as they're growing up that they too can be themselves without having to depend on a man.
I mean, but
to also move away from that thing, for a woman to be successful in life, for women to move in life, for women to achieve anything in life, they need to have the support of a man. Sure, the balance needs to be there, but we also need to move away from the mentality that for a woman to be a woman or to be considered a woman, it has to come from a perspective whereby a man is also involved.
Okay, but I feel like where we were going with the men in leadership was being in a marriage, particularly in a marriage, not in big corporate spaces. Because in big corporate spaces, it is important. It's important for women to occupy these CEO, the COO, the CFO positions. You know, to like you said, to balance out what you said, but I think where me and Nthabiseng are coming from is from a perspective of marriage as that, not as now having to start a business and you have to put a man as your CEO. Don't do that.
No,
Religious aspect,
And also,
yes. Traditionally, though, would beg to differ because many traditional societies used to be matriarchal before they turned to patriarchy. But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, I would also really like to add on to what you said, right? About the young girls, right? I feel like if women are in leadership spaces, right, they can be role models, right? Positive role models. Nowadays, there are a lot, but when it comes to media, a lot of female kids, they look at media a lot. No one I know kids are wearing lashes, because their role models are online, right?
That,
You understand? So now, how are the young kids supposed to? Where are they going to get the preference? Like, who can I look up to? You understand? They cannot become something that they do not see, that they do not know. So when women are in leadership spaces, those young kids get to see that, oh, it's possible. You understand? It's okay to motivate people, like the go on and motivate and stuff like that, but showing that this thing, it works, it's possible for it can happen. You understand? Yeah, because you might have the motivation, have the idea of doing the thing, right? There are a lot of motivational speakers nowadays. We motivate, we do everything, ne? But now when we are in leadership positions, right, we get to show that no, it's possible. You can work hard and then it's gonna work.
Like, you too can do this, hey? It doesn't matter where you come from. I think one of the things that I said at my last pageant, was that you need to speak yourself, no matter who you are, where you come from, or your gender identity. You must be able to take up space wherever you go as an individual. And that's the important thing, that we should not only be teaching the girl child, but also the male child, because, hey, nowadays, Bati is being left behind. But, yeah.
Okay, I want to come to Ntsaki, so sorry. I know Ntsaki so I want to come to Ntsaki. So now, as a female entrepreneur, what challenges do you think Black businesses face, especially those that are owned by women?
Okay, that's very I like that question a lot. I would say now, as a woman, it's we have been brought up to say, good, okay, men are the ones in leadership spaces. Right? So now when it's time for me to hire, obviously, if I now want to hire a male, it's going to be a bit weird, because we are used to, the male is the leader. So now I have to lead a male person. You understand? So it becomes a bit difficult. Even the male person might also find it a bit, somehow now I'm being led by a woman. Do you understand? So that's one of the challenges. And also, I feel that is one of the challenges. Yeah. And also the underestimate, when people are just like, the male especially, they, oh, really, you have your own business, you understand? So you understand? So it's not a norm. It hasn't really been normalized like that. Yeah.
I recently learned about a term, like something called sexual corruption, that happens in the workforce. Not only in the workforce, but in higher institutions of learning, or wherever a woman needs to get an opportunity, they're pulled to that side. Per se, for you, as a woman in business, have you ever met a situation like that? And if not, if you were to meet a situation like that, how would you react? Whereby, for you to attain an opportunity that you've been looking for, and like you've been working towards, and they tell you that the only way for you to get that is, hey, lalanam.
No, that really comes down to morals. It comes down to the morals that I have, and the morals that I have show I need to work hard to get something. Yes, I might have worked hard, but when I get to that point, now that's the only thing. It means it wasn't for me. It's not my time yet. It might not be my time to actually achieve that. But when it's my time, God will provide that for me. I won't have to sleep with anyone to get to there. Because now if I have to force myself to do something, it means it's not for me, and something is gonna happen, you understand? But it's just gonna have to come naturally. So no, I wouldn't sleep my way in or anything, or do anything like that, to get opportunities.
Nthabiseng, how do you think young women can prepare themselves, let's say mentally, physically, connection-wise, for leadership spaces?
I will speak for me actually.
Yes.
Um,
I want you to answer this question from your perspective.
okay. I think the only way I got better was when I got closer to God. That's it. Because like he's the greatest leader, and learning from him actually taught me a lot of things. So yeah.
Short and sweet.
Short.
Yeah. So now I want us to touch on women's mental health, right? Because we know that is a very big part of who we are, especially because we are perceived to be people who are either very emotional or very not emotional. So I want to hear from all of you. Why is it very important for us as women to always preach mental health?
I feel like, I don't know, ne? As society, women, we've been taught a lot to be able to handle our emotions. Everything, this is how you're supposed to react to things, but not to side with the men or anything, but like men are not taught enough about how to handle with their mental health. So always when it's like, women are so emotional, it's because we have the space to be emotional. You understand? We have I don't know if I'm getting your question right, but we do have the space to be very much emotional and be wawana. Meanwhile, with men, they have to hold back because they don't know about that. Also, when it comes to rape, men cannot speak up about that. But with women, majority of the time, women can speak up about that because they are taught how to, how to
Speak about
their feelings. You understand? So now, when we go into leadership spaces, bringing it back to leadership spaces now, someone says something that is triggering, it's not okay. Instead of the woman being professional, right? They think with the emotion because they cannot hold back that emotion. But with men, when they tell them this, they can hold it back because they have been trained to do so. I think, I don't know if I did engage that.
Well, for me, I believe that our emotions are our strongest fault. Like, as she was saying, men are not taught enough on how to handle their emotions. So sorry about that. They're not taught enough on how to handle their emotions or to be expressive. That means they usually put aside whatever's like bothering them. If they're not fine, they just bottle it up. But as females, we were taught to embrace that. And that's the strongest thing that we have. Like, our empathy makes us the strongest people that we are, because when it comes to leadership, taking it back to leadership also, you are able to think not only for yourself, but to think for the people that you're leading. Whereas if you've seen throughout history, when men are leading, it's always this hardcore leadership methods. It's always they're either dictators or something like that. And that stems out like from a place of having to suppress your emotions. And I believe that as females, as we keep on preaching mental health, what we do is we don't preach it as a way of, hey, women should keep on being expressive and men shouldn't. It's a way of encouraging this man to also show them that if you're able to take care of your mental health, if you're able to not suppress your feelings, you can also achieve good things. And to be an emotive person is not a bad thing. It's a superpower. Because once you're able to know when and how to execute your emotions, that can help you throughout a lot of stuff. Apart from when you're suppressing and the only thing that you know is to suppress your emotions, that stops you from having to achieve a lot of things, a lot of goals. Because the only thing that you think about is, if I don't do this, how will people react? It's no longer about how will I feel. You get me? But it should be about both things. How will I feel if somebody were to do 1, 2, 3 to me? And how would people feel if I were to do 1, 2, 3 to them?
And you know what I think helped us? It's not a good thing actually, but yeah, it did help us a lot. When we were young, we were always taught, actually it's something that is there in the society, that a boy child matters, you see, more than the girl. I don't know, but right now we are healing and then they see us as equal, you see, as equals. But yeah, they always said that, a boy child matters and all of that. So when you're growing up, you're used to like bottling up your emotions, like you had to be selfless and all that. You always had to think about or think for the other brother and all that. So you grow up being like that. That's why it's also affecting us right now. Even in marriages, you tend to be selfless and you put everybody else before you. And that thing also helps us again in leadership, that we are able to think for the people that we are leading, the people that are our followers. That is why also when women get into leadership, you can see the change, because there are some things that they understand and do better that men do not. So yeah.
No, I hear you saying about like when women get into leadership. Could you maybe give me an example of that, like an
Okay.
example where it's been practical?
Okay,
just
it has
practical.
it has been proven actually. Let me go to Rwanda. There were a lot of deaths of children, infants, and then when women occupied more spaces in parliament, they shifted that towards healthcare. Women always are so empathetic when it comes to children and all that. They shifted it to healthcare and water and everything, you see. So yeah, those are some of the changes that you see when women are in power leading. And right now in Rwanda, we have like 60% of the people I think in parliament are women.
I want to come back to you, Nthabiseng, and then also to all of you. How best do you think women can deal with mental health, families, especially let's talk for people that are in our age range, right? Education, social life, mental health, family dynamics, and everything that just involves their lives.
It's so funny because when I'm like that, I just laugh and sleep.
Just go out. She decides to go
I'm just
out.
a girl.
Sorry, to cut hair. She just decides to cut hair, guys.
Exactly. I just cut my hair and be like, "God, over to you."
I mean, they
call
say,
it a day.
I mean, they say hair holds memories, so hey, cutting that hair is a lot of steam, man.
Yeah.
I can't. You like thinking about it all the time. It stresses me out, and it will be evident because I would stop taking care of myself and all that. So instead of stressing myself, I just say, you know what, God, hi,
Over to you, darling.
over
It's
to you.
yours. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, something
Oh,
to say.
okay. Wait, was it back to how they can deal with it in families and stuff? Okay, I just wanted to get that right. I believe it depends on the situation. Are you the wrong person in that situation, or does the situation require you to be the middleman? One thing that I'd always preach for me is to what is this thing? Always put yourself first. But that can also go haywire, because when you put
selfish.
yourself first, it means you're
You become
selfish.
selfish.
Yes, but I believe that when it comes to, especially in families and in marriage, you have to
guys.
no, sorry, for our generation. Yes, I'm so sorry. Take a shot, guys. Don't get married.
Ow.
Who
hurt you, man?
Sorry, for our generation, I would always say, like I said, be the selfish person that you need to be, that you have to be. When it comes to your education, if things are not looking fine, if you're so stressed out, take that day off. Like, one day off won't kill you, because it won't hurt. And that day off will actually help you, because you get to rest, take a personal day, go out, have fun on your own, learn to be an independent girl, learn to survive on your own without having to depend on anyone. Because I believe what's killing our generation right now is having to be dependent on other people. If I don't if I don't fit in the circle, nobody would care for me. If I don't do this, nobody would care about me. If I don't go for that man, I won't be fine. But for a generation, hey man, look out for yourself. Love yourself enough to pick yourself.
No, can I please add on to that one? Right?
Please do.
I would say I don't really agree with that statement, right?
Which one?
Being selfish is not always a good thing.
Yes.
Let us look at, there was a popular show, Batsiki Polygamist. Right? For sure, everyone knows about the polygamist. So, me looking at all those women were very selfish. They were so selfish to the point whereby their children were suffering. You understand? They loved the men so much that they were willing to harm the children. You understand? Let's look at Joyce. Now, let me give an example, guys. Joyce.
But
she was
don't
selfish.
don't drag your
conversation
example
about
because we
that.
have a lot of questions.
I'm saying
Okay, but I'm
about-
just like
I don't even know the show.
I really want to say, Guti, being selfish. Like, moral of the story is that being selfish is not always a good thing, because you end up like literally hurting people around you for your own benefits, especially
Yes.
when it now involves kids. Children become and then they become what. They don't become proper adults now. It's either now they're doing drugs, they do something in that process, because when now you're in love or something, you're selfish, you're thinking about yourself. You understand? So that's what I wanted to say. It's not always a good thing to be selfish.
Be my Tipa, leave the kids behind and go take care of your mother.
Exactly.
You understand?
That's a bad thing. Don't choose to become a second wife, guys. I'm not saying go against the tradition, don't get me wrong, but like I said, love yourself enough to pick yourself.
I feel like this
There's
is
also-
becoming a no man show.
But hey,
It's not like we're not men haters.
Yeah,
I mean, love.
There's also like this trend on TikTok, which makes you realize, well, like people actually going through a lot in marriages, and women actually.
The documentary trend.
Yeah, but see, before and after marriage, like she's glowing, bruh. Which is like it also shows you like an unhealthy marriage can make you age like quickly, and then also like when they get a divorce, they'll be like, we're not saying divorce.
marriage is a good thing, but it can also
With the
be a
right
bad
person.
thing.
Yeah.
With the right person.
And if you feel like you are under pressure or anything, I support her.
Hamba! Mushi! Yeah!
Wait,
With your kids with who?
Hamba na! Boss!
I support her, ne? Make a bad financial decision once. Go out. Leave the kids, leave the husband. Just go over to
Go
Nicky
get your
Mo,
hair
yeah.
done. Go
You
get
see,
your
go get
nails
your-
done.
Exactly.
Zoodles.
You need it.
And then, I feel like I want to talk about no man.
Hey, you guys, they knew.
We are here about a Mandela woman. Okay,
Woman's
Mandela
mind.
woman. And then what advice would you give to your younger self? All of you. I think let's start over here.
Yes, please.
Yo, my younger self.
Looking at where you are now and what you've achieved, what advice would you give to your younger self, and what would you want your younger self to have done differently?
Always go for what you want, and don't let their voices get to you. You know, the world has so much or so many opinions. It's what's better sometimes. Like, the world has so many opinions about what you should or shouldn't do. And sometimes it becomes too much. I remember in my matric year, I think I went down a rabbit hole that year because of listening to what people around were saying and not literally focusing on myself and what I wanted for myself. So that placed me in a very bad position. Yes, do listen to their opinions and everything like that, hear what they say, but don't let it drive who you are or determine the kind of person that you want to be. Always remember who you want to be as an individual and how that will impact the world. For my younger self, think about the kind of legacy that you want to leave behind. Is it a legacy that is about people pleasing, or is it a legacy where you like, I did this because I wanted to, and I left a positive impact on the people because I can see what good it does. So
Yeah, it is. I really much agree with that. I feel the same way, actually, because Nami, when I was starting off with this whole thing, this thing of consulting people, asking, what are your thoughts on this? I would ask someone, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think this is nice? And the person was like, no, that's so childish. Why? You understand that type of mentality. That's how they thought. You understand? But now it started to build self-doubt in me. I was doubting a lot. Should I even start this thing? Because it's not even, because either ways, at the end of the day, it's to make a profit. You understand? As much as there are other factors, it's to make a profit. So now if you ask maybe 3 people and 3 people do not agree with that, you become very much discouraged. You understand? So I was so discouraged starting with this whole thing. And then one day I just made one of the product, and then I'm like, let me just post it online. Just because I was like, I didn't overthink it. Overthinking kills us. Overthinking kills us a lot. So I just posted it, and then it got so much engagement. I got a lot of orders. I got a lot of orders. I couldn't even handle the orders. In fact, a lot. My DMs were filled. I had to ask someone to help me answer the DMs. I had to try get someone to help me maintain the. You understand? So, all that came from me being you know what? It won't hurt me to post.
Like people always will always talk. People will always have something to say. It's up to you to determine how you take what people say. You know, do you let it affect you in a negative way? Do you take it as a driving goal to say, hey, they're viewing me in a negative manner, maybe I should push myself? Or are you gonna let it like kill you, you know, break you down? And I love that you did that.
You must have a backbone, because people, they have their own opinions, especially in the media space.
Nowadays, plus it's there. Like everybody's just in the media space.
Okay, for me, oh my God.
Yeah, princess.
She's so cute.
It's a princess laugh.
What I would tell my younger self, first thing, hey, get a fan.
Hey, you guys are
in high school. The 7 B's, guys. The 7 B's.
Books before boys, because boys bring babies.
But when I'm saying if you have a baby, then it's chai.
It's not chai.
It's not chai. So, first of all, I'm still repeating it. Hey, get a fan. Secondly, closer to God, get closer to God. Because it was just, I think last year where I got closer to God, but I feel like if I did it earlier, but then everything has its own time. Yes. So yeah. Again, I would love to say, you know, I should have listened to myself. Because and it's time to school.
That you're being honest.
No, Simawele.
I don't.
Because
I feel like education is a trap. It's a system. You know, like if enough, you won't get out. You understand? And if you really want to be a leader, you have to know how to beat the system. Because education puts you and then it makes you think like an employee, and you don't think like a leader. You don't think like a CEO. So yeah, I would love to say, you know, it's time to school. But yeah, I would have. I don't know. I love fashion. You see, it's just now where exactly. It's just now where
I love fashion. I just don't own a sewing machine.
I do.
Inside the couch, the fashion couch.
Exactly, and I can draw, so it will be easier for me to like design those clothes and build
I'm
them.
recording. That's why I'm recording.
And over there. So yeah, I should have listened to my younger self and just did what I wanted to do. Because when you do something that you love, you actually put your heart in it, everything in it. Now I'm just here doing a degree that I don't even like.
I beg to differ. Sorry.
Bruh.
No, I wanted to say, but I beg to differ. When they say that you must actually do what you love, right?
I was gonna go back
until you start hating it because you're doing it so much. Until you start hating it because it's now very much overwhelming. But I guess
It's a conflicting world that we live in.
Hey. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
I just like to add my 2 cents there.
No, it's fine. I have patience.
Okay.
Fruit of the spirit.
That's the perks of being like I don't want to say a Christian, but then that's the perks of having the fruits of the spirit. You can just be there like and not even feel bothered.
Calma.
So I would love to go back to what both of you mentioned. Hi guys, I'm doing what I'm doing because my teachers were like, go for it. It's an easy road. Yeah.
And now it's not easy.
I try to love it. It's easy, but I try to love it. And when you hate something, you don't
put your heart into it.
Exactly. So I would just tell my yourself, you know what, do what you love. You see?
Yes.
Do what you love. And that's something that I also love to do for my kids. I would love to like look at my children, look at what they like doing. If you love singing, I would support you. If you love drawing, I will support you. If you love this and that, and school is not for everyone, right? So if your girl child, we're talking about women here, girls.
And she's saying she wants kids, but she hates men. But okay, sure.
You will get a child in the name of Jesus.
So if she loves singing and all that, she loves designing, support her with that. You see? So yeah.
I think you touched a bit on my next question. My next question to you guys is education important for the girl child? Like,
Yes.
yes, because
Education is important because it is the foundation of everything that you build in your life. I believe we should start moving away from that narrative of saying education is the key to success.
I was about to say that.
It is the foundation of success. What
Well
you
said.
acquire from education, you can be able to build up from that. You need a foundation of something. Education also comes in many forms. It's not about going to school.
I was about to
sitting
say
in a
that
classroom
Exactly.
and learning one subject. No.
True. You must be educated.
Yes, you must be
for
educated.
something. You must. Lynn, I educated myself. I taught myself how to crochet. You understand? I educated myself on certain things. You have to educate yourself. It's not always about the book.
Yes. So education is important, not only for the girl child, but I believe for everyone. But if we were to specifically speak about the girl child, it is important also for them to learn how the past system was, how the current system is, and how they would envision the future system to be. So if they want to rectify something that happened in the past, know what happened, know what the mistakes that happened in rectifying that, and know what to do when you go forward from it. Use education as your foundation. Whatever you do after that, it's all up to you. But education should be there. You should be an educated girl.
Exactly.
you must be my motivational speaker. I feel very motivated.
You think you can do anything
I
now?
can liko studio just because
You have a foundation, you get me?
That's why
You
she's
become
the queen.
Ramaphosa.
like now
You
I'm
become
just,
president.
I'm just thinking the
Without
people who
going
gave
to
us the
school.
sash was like,
Yeah.
you deserve a sash.
Wow. Deserve a whoosham.
And then what role do you guys think parents, schools, and community play in empowering women?
Oh, Shem, I have a testimony.
Testimony
My
time.
parents,
Blessing
Nina,
time.
my parents are one of the most supportive people.
Yes.
Like, my parents are so supportive. My dad, actually, he could see good ankoda. He's like pushing, he pushed. He's like, we're getting you registered under the CIPC. Yeah, you understand? He took initiative. He did everything. He's like, Wadlala, let me help you out. I see so much potential in you. You understand? I would give up a lot through the journey. I've started a lot of things, honestly. To get where I am now, I have started a lot. I would crochet back then, just here and there. And you just see my work and you just nod like, you understand? So it is a bit very difficult to get his approval, you understand? But then my mom as well. My mom, I wasn't making sales at the beginning. She would be like, Madam Danam, waname. This time, weekend, lock in. You understand? People are not, because I started it on the 15th of June, right? People didn't have money there. So I was a bit discouraged. I'm like, Mama, why aren't people buying? Tell me, not go to why. So she's like, no. Just wait until the weekend, month end, not weekend, month end. And then people will come through. Well, me and you also don't have money. How do you expect people to have money? You understand? So they played a very big role. So if you have very supportive parents, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. Yeah. Too much. Even supportive friends, just people that support you like that.
Nthabiseng?
Should I speak? Oh, okay. Do you like there's this phrase, I don't know if it's an idiom, this phrase that they say, it takes a village to raise a child. I believe it does. It takes a village, because what my family lacks in, another family could be able to provide for me. Be it encouragement, be it motivation, be it financial support, be it resources, be it connections. I hate using the word connections, but networks. Yes, let's put it that way. Networking, you get me. So it does take a village. True. we're sitting here together, all of
We are
us. We have
networking.
different thoughts,
Yeah,
different
yeah.
perspective about each and everything that goes on in our lives.
Yeah.
But I best believe that what she has could be able to help me become the person I want to be. What you have that she lacks in could also be able to contribute to what I want. Same as her contributing to you, same as her perspective contributing to me. So it really does take a village to raise a child, especially now looking at
really agree
majority
with
of
that.
the households that we live in, single parented households, you know. Some people are raised by single mothers, some people are raised by single fathers. What a single father can't do, another single mother can be able to contribute to the well-being of that child, and what a single mother doesn't have, another father from outside can be able to contribute to the upbringing of that child. So
Yeah. Can I also add on to that?
Okay.
I feel like blessings do come from people.
yes,
Blessings really come from people, and also you must be able to be in that space to receive those blessings. You understand? Try to get yourself into places maybe like this, whereby we can connect. We know we talk. For now you can hear that there's an opportunity. And we met here now.
Yes.
You hear that somewhere employment, and you know that I'm the girl. I'm the girl. You're gonna was on call. So that's how the blessing was. It came from through you. It came through you. You understand? So I really do agree with the whole thing, yeah, networking and being connected with people and stuff like that. I don't groove every day. I'm not saying that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. I'm just saying, good team. Be nice.
Yes.
Now to know. We don't know what that person
Is your
your
divine
employer or
helper.
anything. Yeah. So be nice to people as well.
I believe also Christianity in Nthabi might be able to help me here, because my journey with God took a pause for a while.
So don't worry, we will help you.
I believe also Christianity preaches the same thing of saying it takes a village to raise a child. Like for kids, you must also be able to depend on someone else as a child for you to get the wisdom that you need to acquire in life. Elderly wisdom. I believe both tradition and Christianity preach that. Your thoughts on it? I don't think I can phrase it well.
I don't think
You don't think you get her? Like, you know how the saying, it takes a village to raise a child. Yes.
Okay.
So what she's saying
Networky
is
vibe.
also within. And I'm like, yeah, I think. Oh, I think what she's trying to say is within Christianity,
Okay.
they preach that help thy neighbor. Help love thy neighbor as you love yourself, but then also helping your neighbor. Do you understand? So I think what she's trying to say is also it can work in
the Christian community.
Yes.
also.
No, like, I wanted to hear your views on what does the Christian community say about that.
Okay. The Christian community, we call it a church. A church is not like a building. It's like a group of people sharing the same view, same goal, whatever it is. So yeah, the church itself is a family. It's one body. So obviously, your child is my child. Your little girl is my little girl. You see? So yeah.
I think I
Well
once
said,
heard a pastor say that church is a hospital where we all go to get healed for different reasons. You might be battling with depression, you might be battling with something, and when we go to church, that's a space where we get to now pour out all our problems to God and say, this is what we're dealing with. I'm brokenhearted. I can't do this anymore, and I want you to take that burden off of me and just lead me and help me get through it.
Yeah, even building your faith, I believe, as how I've learned, you must have the support of a church. You must find a local church where you belong to, that they must hold you up. I think that's the reason why my journey with God backslid, because I don't have that community with me anymore here, or I haven't found a community that I can fully depend on.
And also, that statement of your child, my child, can be backed up by the fruits of the Spirit as well. Kindness, love, and all that. So even if you're not a Christian, I must show kindness to you too, and love to you as well.
Because
So yeah,
Christianity
it's more like you get a new nature. It's a culture, you see. So yeah, I would love to answer that question. Can you repeat it? The one with, I don't know. You're talking about community.
Yes,
family?
how can communities, families, and parents help raise or help raise a girl child and encourage?
I think in a family, you should ensure that there is equality between the boy child and the girl child. They must know that the chores are shared in the household. Exactly. So yeah, they must ensure that the chores are shared in the household. There is no one who's greater than the other. If you buy a toy for this one, if you buy a car, you buy a Barbie doll for this one. So you treat them equally, and then you teach them, like you just educate them, make them become strategic thinkers, like something like that. So also when it comes to women, because we tend to act out of emotions, you teach them how to be cognitive thinkers and strategic at the same time. So
She's using big
Yes, girl.
Dictionary.
Education.
So also for the boy child, you teach them that it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be emotional. And then when you go to a community, you break down patriarchy. They must understand that to build a child, both women and men are important. There is no one equal like is above the other. So yeah, you break down patriarchy. If it's possible, we're not saying that there should be matriarchy or whatever, but at least it should be equal. You see? I know. There should be a balance between everything here on earth. That's all I want.
No, can I also
No.
You wanna add on to that? You wanna?
Yeah. So we're not saying that it will not be successful, but you know how men are, right? Yes. So we're saying like there should be equality. You understand? So I think that's this things that we should do actually in the community and the family. Yes, for the schools, I'm not thinking of anything.
I would really like to. Okay, the points that you made about the treating the child equally and stuff like that. But we should also face the reality that raising a boy child and raising a girl child is gonna be different. It is going to be different in different ways. You understand? And we cannot always be like, hey, men and women. We are not equal. When it comes to now, let's what's this? Let's race. Me and a man, we must race. What are we not? You understand? Maybe the whole, let's be feminine and it's nice, but the reality of it is that we are not built the same.
Yes.
The equality I'm talking about is like, you shouldn't say a boy is a boy, so he doesn't cook.
No. Yeah, I did say good to know with when it comes to the chores and everything part, and you understand it's different, but overall, yes.
We must acknowledge that we too have our shortfalls.
And then, what changes would you like to see for women in the next decade?
Oh, but this one, yeah, I would love to.
This is the question she was waiting
This is what I want.
This is what we are waiting for, guys. I would love to see more female representation in parliament. Let's start there. Put females in. Or maybe a female president.
Exactly.
Maybe if South Africa was to have,
Or maybe a deputy female.
And it's also so crazy how there are a lot of women on earth everywhere. There's majority,
like
it's women, Mara.
yeah, but I would love to see. I love I'd love to see more women in parliament taking up more space in parliament, because already women are taking up space in leadership positions, of course. But I believe that the representation lacks in parliament, for what I see. And also, if we were to go into politics, sexual corruption must be made known and it must be reduced. We must find ways to counter.
It must
disappear. Actually, women must learn.
Because you're eating it now. You are.
I was so pissed when I found that that's actually the term, and I mean I've witnessed it before. I've had a lecturer come at me to say, "Hey, for Max and stuff like that," and I was like, "Hey, Gosia, you will." But like for politics, not like
he didn't do it. No. Actually, it was in the class for me. He was like,
I don't even know my lecturers. I don't even know my lecturers. It's fine.
We tried to be cordial with you people.
Got
Nina
a Mandela
Nisibona.
females, a Mandela
A Mandela.
politics, guys. Let's be the leaders that we want to be.
Continue. I think we've cut you short.
No, it's not done.
Which was amazing.
Mandela. Like I was saying, a Mandela.
Over to you, my dear.
What was the question?
My question is, what
I
change
even
would you
forgot.
like to see in the next decade?
You said that cricket sound. That's what's happening in my head. There's another blank. Over to you, my dear.
It can be about women in leadership spaces. It can be about how best we can raise the girl child to be in leadership spaces. Like just anything to empower women.
Also in entertainment and
I say when it comes to girl kids, let's take out their phones, guys. So the things they see on media and anyways, the other day my little sister was like, Ish, can you please do lashes in grade 5, grade 6? I don't get the lash. She goes, where did you get that from? How I see people there on media, you understand? So hey, I would like there to
But
be
Tatelena my phone, I'm a device.
Exactly.
So, for me, I'm sorry.
Mina, I didn't answer
Like,
the
it's
question. I don't think I
okay.
answered the question.
Okay. I would love to see more people, more women actually have said it in parliament, occupying leadership roles and all that, owning large businesses, like you understand, making their own money, generating generational wealth, generational wealth.
like let's
They
take
fun
over.
to-
Exactly. So I don't know, more laws that protect women as well, because we do have them but they're not enough and they're not even doing their job actually. So I feel like if more women are in parliament, they'll make sure that the domestic violence classy and stuff, because they feel it. They are women as well. I don't think a man can come and tell you the struggles of a woman, but a woman can. That's why also has been proven that more women in parliament for countries that has more women in parliament, they tend to pass a lot of laws that go against, that fights domestic violence and all that. So so if domestic violence I think that would be a better country, you know. So
In a short, sweet sentence, because our time is running out now, what legacy would you like to leave? In any particular order.
Would you take the other?
what legacy would I, can you please, okay, it's fine.
Like, what would you love to be remembered for? Nthabiseng, what's that one thing that must come to our minds? What do you want Nthabiseng what?
I don't think I figured that out now. Mara. Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Hey, he's not alive, ne? Mara.
He still has influence.
When they think of me, they should remember the song Beyonce. I was here. I was here.
well, girl.
I wanna
Now when I have aspirations, guys.
I was supposed to say that someone who didn't give up. Actually, I would say I would like to leave that legacy. Like someone who never gave up, who pushed and actually made it. You understand? I wanted to be known. No, she didn't just change.
Bumbuka out of
No.
nowhere.
I went through that, and then I made it in a world whereby it was saturated by beautiful people, beautiful women, and stuff like that. But I stood out. You understand? So I want to be Lindsay.
And that can also motivate the younger girls as well, because they would know or understand that you don't have to be perfect. It's okay to fall. Yeah, it's okay to fall, bruh. As long as you see the vision, just go for it.
For me, the legacy I want to leave behind is I want to be remembered as somebody who pushed people to advocate for what they believe in.
Yeah.
You know, for sake.
Understand?
We're not even judging. Somebody who nurtured, especially the young people, to be who they aspire to be. I believe I coach debate, so I coach a high school. I want one thing that I push my kids to do is go out of your comfort zone and push to be what you want to be. Strive for your best. I want to be remembered as somebody who pushed people and actually helped them push their advocacy out there. I'm establishing an institute, guys. Come join. Yes.
I'll be the first person.
Touch my blood.
But anyway, can I? Okay, yes. Before we
Sorry.
close,
I want to be remembered as someone who was a great leader, a princess, a child of God, someone who's a leader, and all the leadership, everything is just all centered around God. So, yeah, someone who had a very great impact.
And you're there. You're going there. Like we can see.
She already has
But she's already. When I think of her now, I just think, oh, princess, kingdom, kingdom of
I
God.
picture me of modesty, you know, and fashionable modesty.
fashionable modesty, not boring like long dress. Like she makes it look.
She
like,
makes it
I
look
can rock it.
I make you look like, God is not bad, man.
You don't always have to wear revealing clothes to look nice.
This is what you should be feeling.
No, I'm just saying that you
okay.
show that you don't always have to wear revealing clothes to look nice.
To look
and
nice, to
everything.
feel confident.
Not just that, I'm trying to make people see that, because like I'm not a religious person. You see, people might see me as well, it's fine. So like I want people to, because like there's this movement, Christianity, where people, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, they are preaching holiness and all that, and then people wear long dresses and blah blah blah. I want to show them as well that you don't have to look. Yes, you can like style it and make it look good, because at the end of the day you're still a princess, and God, he's not as strict as you think he is.
Yeah.
So,
I'm evidence.
are we done? I have something to say.
Yes.
No, yeah.
You can say it.
Now I'm facing the camera.
Yes,
Tell them.
I would love to say that, because like I feel like a lot of us think like we are, for you to be a leader, you have to stop being a slave. And what do I mean that? I mean like being a slave mentally. Slavery starts in your mind. So you have to think like a leader. If you want to have a business and all that, you have to stop thinking like an employee. I already said it. And for ladies or for women to actually start thinking like leaders, they also have to beat the system as well, to beat patriarchy as well, because patriarchy told you, you just obey, you just obey, and you do whatever that your leader is telling you to do. And that is not nice. When you go to workplaces right now, let's say that you're employed, you don't have capital and all that, you tend to be buried in your workload and everything and all that, and you tend to even forget that you want to be something, because you were always told, you must just obey, he's your leader, you do whatever that he tells you to do, and blah blah blah. You understand? So like you have to beat the system to be a leader. You have to think like a leader and get closer to God. I don't want to lie, you can learn a lot of things from the greatest leader himself. So yeah,
I think. Oh, yes. Go on.
yeah, that's all. I hate. I'm sorry, I don't hate men. I hate patriarchy. No, I don't hate men. I hate patriarchy. I hate the system that exactly, because the very same system is the one that created education. Because normally, like we have said earlier on, that I'm just saying it's the one that created. That's how I see it. So a girl child has been taught from a very young age that your job is to serve a man. Your job is to do this and do that. You must just listen quietly. You must just be obedient. You must just do this and do that. And when we go to school, we tend to do well in high school, in tertiary. Why? Because we were told to just follow the rules. So when that's why girls also like they tend to have to perform more than boys, because you are used to it. And then growing up in such an environment also, it leads to you just not thinking out of the box and just going with the flow and following the laws that has already been laid down for you, which is going to school and just getting a job, and you feel like that's life. That's not life, that's slavery. You're still a slave, it's just that it has a perfect word for it, which is employee. So if you want to be a leader, you have to beat the system. You have to think like one. You have to, if it's possible, find books as well that can teach you about leadership and all that. You have to have a voice and everything, and listen to your inner voice.
Yes.
Exactly. Listen to your inner
Your
voice.
conscience, yes.
Exactly. And if you want to step out and you don't know what to do as well, I've always been telling people this, that go back to your younger self. There's something that you used to do that you love, and just check if you can't do something and create or build a business from it and stuff. Because like I've said, I always loved fashion, and I used to design and all that. I remember in grade 3 they were like, what do you want to, grade 3 or grade 4, what do you want to be when you grow up? People were like, doctor, blah, blah. I just said fashion designer, and then I left it like that. So yeah, you have to beat the system. You have to think like a boss for you to step out, because the men as well think like bosses, and they are very selfish. So you must also start being a little bit selfish and stop thinking for everybody else. So yeah.
How about you guys are promoting being selfish? Yeah.
No.
But thank you. I think to close off, I would like to say that this was a very informative and a very nice podcast. I can't find another word than this. My mind is blank.
That's my mind.
But I thank you guys for coming today. I loved having you guys. I loved hearing your perspective. Like being here with you today just showed me that abantu bahlakaniphile la outside, you know, and I hope nothing but the best for you guys in all your endeavors, journeys, life, businesses, what, your spiritual journeys and all of that.
Thank you for having us.
Oh,
It was a great
Nibuye futhi.
Sizobuya.
Ingathi singayenza i-Women's Month there. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and if you made it this far, leave a pink heart for the girlies in respect for Women's Month. Anyways, for me, Rubuma Makubele, the girl.
Bye.